Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. It's that time of night where we go live and enjoy some fun conversation, talk about anything and everything, whether it's crochet or whether it's carnivore or keto. We'll talk about anything. We'll even talk about aliens. Yes, don't you know we have a massive 15-mile long spaceship heading towards Earth? That's what NASA claims. And they just turned on their lights. But you know how that goes. Who knows, right? Who really knows? Who really knows? We'll find out. Well, we have one person in here. At least one person, anyway. Well, welcome, welcome. That time of night where we just sit back and crochet or do whichever and talk about things. Hello, James. Hello, Lisa. How are you doing today? Hello, James. Yeah, I had a good day today. I'm fighting a little bit of hoarseness. I think I'm coming down with a cold. So we'll see. Oh, there is Nikki. Hi, Janice. Oh, have I showed you lately the viewer's choice blanket? Let me show that. Let me show that off because I work on it when I can. So, what do you think so far, guys? I'm putting the strips on. I don't know how many strips I got left, but it's about half on there. I don't know. It felt like a long time to me, but it's not done yet. I'm still putting the pieces on, but I can't sew it when I'm working. So when I'm on working, when I'm on here on the video doing lives, because I can't read the chat and work on that. Now, when I do the out of border, I can. Thank you, thank you. You ate it. You're eating more. You must have been hungry. See what happens when you skip a day and you don't eat? You refuse. You get hungry the next day. So, what's everyone up to? What's everyone been doing? I'm gonna tell my mama to follow. She loves crochet. Well, that blanket, that Afghan, is actually going to be a giveaway after it's done. Everyone that's interested in winning it gets their name put. They just say so in the replay of the live whenever we decide to do it. And someone actually gets to win that. Though was watching my grandson. He is in bed now. Hey. Hi, that one girl. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. You're now what are you gonna do? What are you doing? What are you doing? What you doing? You wanna get in here? Get in there. Very weird because she wants to go in my shirt, but she comes out right here. I don't know why she just doesn't. What the heck? You're attached to my yarn, baby. You're attached to my yarn. Ah, baby. You're attached to my yarn. Honest to goodness. Now you got me all. We're all tied up now. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Your leg. Your leg. Let me have your leg. You did it. All right. She's like, the hell with this. I'm trapped. Oh, jeez. It's your own doing. You did it. You did it. You did it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You did it. Like I blame somebody. It wasn't me. It was her. I'm blaming her. Yeah, she does. You see her give me that dirty look? You want to come back? You want to come back? I'll let you. We're just going to watch out for the string, for the yarn. You want to come back? No? Yeah, you never know what we're going to talk about. Never, never in a million years. Stealing? Who's stealing? Did I say something about stealing? I'm not stealing nothing. Read the welcome to Mason. Welcome, Mason, to Grandma's Crochet Life Are Crazy. Antiques are goofy people and space that are still in cows and fire hydrants. Oh, they're stealing cows. Okay. Yeah, keep me right. Keep me right, Nikki. Keep me right. Hi, Sin. How are ya? How you doing? Those darn cow farts. Yeah, just because they fart, it's costing us money. It's not fair. If they're farting, that must mean their feed isn't very good and they need to change their feed. Sydney? Cindy. She does voice chat, guys. She does voice chat. And sometimes she comes out with the craziest things. All she has to do is speak and it types what she says, and it's funny sometimes. But it's Cindy Demanchi tomorrow night at 6:30. Don't forget, Grandma will be late on Sunday. You mean Saturday? No, Friday. Oh, okay. Oh man, you're confusing me. Stop it. I'm like, all right, let her just roll. Sometimes I figure you out though. You almost had me convinced I was supposed to be on her channel on Sunday instead of tomorrow night. Demons. Uh, they say fourth time is the charm. Fifth time's even better. Uh, she cracks me up. She really does. She makes me laugh. Funny. Ah, well, that was crazy. That was a crazy moment. Thank you, Cindy, for that laugh. That was all on you. Thank you. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. A wonderful day in the neighborhood. Could you find would you be mine? I don't know how that song goes. Anyone know that? I wasn't allowed to watch Mr. Rogers. Why? Well, bye, James. Thank you for popping by. You too. Stay blessed. I will be finishing up my workout, so not much chatting. Me being quiet is probably a good thing. Uh, uh, Usually, all I do is talk to my dog, so this has been great. I can talk to real people. Oh no, she's coming back. Now what? Now what? Uh, I love you too. Yeah, you want to get in my shirt? Don't take my yarn with you this time. Here, I'll move it. All right, you can do it now. You can do it now. All right, I kissed you. There, I kissed you again. Oh, you go in there now? No? You still don't? It's like crochet. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You want to go in here? No? You learned your lesson? Ah, yeah, I know you love me. I know. I know. Yeah, I know. You want kisses back? Uh, you're not gonna let Mama crochet? No, no, you don't want to. You don't want to. I love you. Hey, are you a pretty girl? Are you a pretty girl? Are you a pretty girl? No, I'm not gonna let you lick inside my mouth. No French kissing is allowed. No French kissing is allowed. Yes, they did. And I made a video and thanking you and showed them off. Yes, I did a special video and showed them off. They're so cute. I'm going to try the mic on tomorrow morning's video on my walk. You're not going to let me crochet, are you? Are you going to be a brat? Are you going to be a brat? Oh, solo mio. Uh, oh, God, you caught up in another string. All right. You sit right there and you will be good. You sit right there. You sit right there. Yes. So you don't get tangled up and stuff. I will go check it out. I was just making sure they were, yes, they were, and they were excellent. I loved them. I opened them up and everything. It was so great. Yeah, I was hanging out in here and my husband brought them to me. I said, oh, he helped me open up the boxes and we checked them out. That's first time I got packages, so it was pretty cool. But you didn't have to. You absolutely don't have to do that. Hey, wild woman, welcome back, wild woman. There's a wild woman in here. Oh, oh, baby, you're so sweet. Yes, you're so sweet. Ugh. And all is wild. I've been plotting something crazy. Oh, Mama loves you, darling. You're such a sweet girl. You're so pretty. Yeah, you're such a pretty girl. She just wants to cuddle. She doesn't want me to crochet. She wants her mommy time. Aw, aw. Well, it was appreciated, so thank you. And I can't wait to do those crochet things. Aw, aw. Jen wants a hug. This one's for Jen. Yeah, Jen wants to hug you. Yes, she wants to hug you. Yeah, yeah. She doesn't want me to crochet. Oh no, I've been plotting out something. No, just something different from my walk. I can't tell you. Then you'd be shocked at what I would do. No, there was a viewer that said something to me that I'm like a female version of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So I've been plotting. So I think one of these days when it's cooler weather, I'm gonna set up my walk like it was Mrs. Rogers' Neighborhood. You start singing, you put on the sweater. I've been just plotting. I got to think about it. I got to think about it. I got to think about it. So I got to think about it. I'm gonna, how I always, step out of the house and I go down the stairs. Well, I was told that I was reminded them of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So I got to try to learn the song. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, I got to learn that song, guys. And I'm going to start singing it during the beginning of my walk. Oh, won't you be mine? Yeah. Well, everybody, Grandma's here. Oh, shit. I'm going to think, I'm plotting. I'm plotting. It's got to be the strangest walk ever. I'm plotting. So I'm plotting. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Well, I got to learn that song. So I'm going to watch. It's been many, many years since I watched his episodes. So I got to watch a few of his episodes. Hi, Amy. Grandma's over here plotting. Do you have Pluto TV? I might have it. Is it on there? I was thinking maybe YouTube might have it. I was hoping, anyways. Pink aliens eating brown rice. There's a whole channel to the man. Really? I'm gonna have to check into that. At least get a couple of his so I can get the vibe going. I gotta have the vibe. Gotta get that vibe going. You'll have to change baby's name to Cuddly Dudley. She took off. Now she got her loving. Let's see what I can find. Is it just called Mr. Rogers? Mr. Rogers neighborhood. Oh, okay. Find full. Yeah, I've got some here. But I got to make it so that it's more grandma related. You know, he shows choo choo trains, and I might be able to show like steaks. Yeah, wear a sweater. Yeah, wear my homemade sweater. You know, I think you're getting where I'm plotting. Yeah, I found some on here. Um, even the song, Won't You Be My Neighbor? But there's a whole season. Yeah, he puts on his sweater. Take crochet with you, yes. So, yeah. Ah. Oh, I need a hand puppet. Well, I can bring a stuffy. So I got to watch it and just get ideas and then translate it to, give it the vibe. I need to get the vibe and then do it and see if that person even notices and says something back. So, won't you please, won't you be my neighbor? Oh, okay. Won't you please, won't you be my neighbor? Don't forget a frying pan. How much do you think I'm going to take on this walk? But yeah, doesn't mean I can't sit out on the patio and talk a little bit. That's how I end my shows. I get back to the patio and I sit down but I've been thinking about different things, but I got to get the vibe. And a stick of butter. Yep, and take a bite from it right from the stick while I'm talking. I could be eating a stick of butter as I'm walking down the block. Oh, learn the ending song. Well, see, I got to watch some of his. It's been a long time since I've watched. I just know there's always, you know, talking to butter. Howdy, neighbor. Howdy, neighbor. I go up and see if they'll let me introduce myself to them. And this everybody is how you greet somebody. No, I don't. Oh my God. You watch. I'm going to do something crazy. I might get shot, but I'm going to do something crazy one of these days. Grandma Rogers. Uh, just a little spin on things, right? Why not? But that's what I'm plotting. I'm plotting something along that lines for one of my morning walks. Just because. Now, I am not trying to poke fun at Mr. Rogers. So I hope no one says, "How dare you pick fun of Mr. Rogers?" This is just in fun, period. What are you doing, baby? Howdy, neighbor. Ah, yeah, they probably will. Cassandra Jenkins, you're not allowed to die due to me not being able to save you. My mother would be lonely since you're one of two friends. Aw. Uh, my one neighbor has started being a torment. So when he drives by, I salute or bow since he thinks he's in charge. Oh, God. I'm telling you, one of these days I'm going to see the white coated men come down the street after me. The white jackets on. I know the ending song. It's a good feeling to know you're alive. It's a happy feeling you're growing inside. And when I wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a happy new day, snap your fingers twice. Jen, why do you know that so well? It's a good feeling to. I don't know the how the. I see the words, but I don't know what the music. It's been a long time since I watched that show. It's a good feeling you know you're alive. It's a happy feeling you're growing inside. And when I wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a happy new day. Run in your new shoes while you white coat men show up. Yeah. The Wizard of Oz. To ride my bike. The next week, Bozo Circus. You already have the shoes for that one. Yeah, I do. My clodhoppers. uh, Mayor's office in front of the. Uh, don't forget about Toto. Yeah. Yeah, I got Toto right here. Oh, you come back. You come back. Do you want to come in here? Yeah. It's funny because she just goes has to go in my shirt, but then her head comes out down here. She's funny. It's a good feeling, a very good feeling. The feeling, that I'll be back when the day is new. I'll have some more ideas for you, and you'll have things you want to talk about. I will too. I'll I'll binge it on Pluto. Well, you need a hat for the Wizard of Oz. Well, now. No one said they think I'm like Wizard of Oz. It was the female version of Mr. Rogers. So I'm gonna make that a reality. Hi, Lisa. I have binged it. Yeah, I did when my kids were younger. I'd have it on the TV a lot, and so it would just over and over and over. And I like pink aliens instead of being stolen by cows. Instead of trolley, you'll use a fire truck. The fire hydrants. I'll have to go over and talk to the fire hydrants. Did you know he is related to Tom Hanks? You know, I would bet he was. Now that you think about it, now that I think about it, he does resemble a little bit. I wonder how close of a relationship they are. I know the whole dang song, watched it every day. But dang, if I'm typing all that. He, I love aliens. His mother knitted all of his sweaters, really. He is. He's a second cousin. Oh, nice. Cool. Yeah, they do kind of have that little resemblance. I would have never guessed that in a million years. That one girl, I did not. That one girl. What is. Oh, okay. Did you go to the doctor? I did not. I think I'll be fine. I just need to trust the process. Tonight I'm dealing with low blood sugar numbers. I think I did watch that movie. I did watch one about his life and how he was trying to get into making that movie. Not that movie, the show. Tonight is extra fun. We all laughed well. I'm just laying down. I'll try to hang as long as I can, but if I disappear, it means I fell asleep. Okay, Amy. And if we get loud, I'm sorry if we keep you awake. Uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna play some of the music. Mr. Rogers talks about superheroes. This is a fun place to be my last stop of the night. You have a good night if you fall asleep. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Neighborly day. Just you didn't put a sweater on. You put a it with paint all over it. Did you know the way the piano was played at the beginning of each Mister Rogers show is different? Another fun fact is that he was a world-renowned concert pianist that was his favorite good friend. Can't believe I'm watching this. Can't believe I'm gonna do this. Hi, Tanya. Did I see a Michelle? Yes. Hello, Michelle. What did you eat today? Let's see. I ate let me turn Mister Rogers off. Um, I had I had 2 boiled eggs for my afternoon meal and some bacon, and then for my dinner, I had a hamburg patty, and I had some cube cheese, little cubes of cheese, and about 6 of those. I probably shouldn't have had so many cheese, but I just wanted a different flavor in my mouth, and another 2 eggs and some more bacon. Who's Mister Rogers' Neighborhood? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? You remember? You remember? Ah, I'm trying to get Mr. Rogers' vibe. I'm going to do a video for someone that watches my videos religiously. He has compared me to the female version of Mr. Rogers. And I sang it and with a cold too, no less. You're still a little off, but you're good. Well, I gotta practice, so I gotta have a couple of days of practicing. And when I'm not feeling so rough, I'm gonna do this video, guys. I'm gonna go out and I don't know if it's a cold or not, but I've got laryngitis. I've got sinuses are running, and I got the sniffles, and I get a little bit of a cough, but I don't feel sick. I don't feel sick. I don't, I don't feel sick. Let's put it that way. I remember the Irish Rovers. Oh my God, that was so long ago. It was my mother's favorite show. She used to watch the Irish Rovers all the time. I think they're the ones that sang that dragon. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the na 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 na. Now I'm showing my age. Uh, yeah, I do like that song. Autumn Mist. I am concerned, but I'll monitor and take it from there. I'm thinking it has to do with my blood sugars. I'm not on medication, but I'm going from 200s down to 70s all day. Do you remember Giggle Snort Hotel? Giggle Snort Hotel? No? And frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Yeah, share it. Oh, but first tell us who Dr. Ching is. Because I'm sure some of us don't know, like me. Dr. Ching is the guy from yesterday who talked about you recommended I eat a jar of mayo. Oh, okay. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Yeah, I'm curious what the update is. I wonder if it has anything to do with marijuana. Puff the magic dragon. I have to get a new doctor now. Let's see if I can afford it. Yeah, they're so expensive. God, they're worse, almost as worse as beef. That's what I was thinking. Seems like there was. Is it really up there right now like that? We gained two? Because we were at 198 or something. Now I gotta look. Yep, 1201 right now. 1201. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff. Yeah, we were at 1.19. Yep, now it's 1.201. Yeah, I think it was syndicated out of WGN along with the Bozo Circus. My brother was a cameraman. Yes, the paper used to roll that doogie, Mary Jane. Is that really the song? Musical themes. You never know what we're going to talk about in here. Never, never, never. You should become a teacher. As a former teacher, I would recommend it. Who should become a teacher? Sorry, Mary. Oh, when I was in college, I probably told this story already to some of you. Probably already heard it. When I was in college, I absolutely love writing. I just love writing. I've always have. I always told myself one day I'm going to write a novel. Blah blah blah. Never did. But for my writing class, he would give like a topic, the teacher would, on what we needed to write, and we had to different ones were about different things. I can't remember what it was about, cause and effect or something. But anyways, I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And then the first draft of the paper had to be in that very next day. And I'm in bed thinking about what the hell am I going to go in there with? And I had a dream about what my paper would be and that I got an A plus. So, and I remember what it was about. The next morning I get up, I write the paper from what I had a dream of that I got an A plus in. Well, I go to class and he came over, he's reading everybody's paper, and he got up and read the paper to the entire class. And it was about the different ways we fart or flatulence. How the grandfather he has you pull his finger just so he can rip out a loud one from his butt, and then somebody else, would fart in the grocery store and blame it on the dirty diaper of the baby. Just all this different stuff. And he's left my paper. And I was so embarrassed. Yeah, I dreamed about farts. Yeah, I did. And I wrote a paper on it and turned it in my class, and the teacher read it right in front of the entire class, and everyone's laughing, and I'm going, "Oh God. Oh God." Well, you know what? I got an A plus plus on that paper. And he said it was the best. He's been a teacher for years and years, and he says that's the best paper he's ever read. He said it's just totally unique. He always gets all these papers on like on Christmas morning or divorces or surgery or childbirth. He said that's the first one he's ever had that was about farts. Gave me an A plus plus. He said if there was a higher grade, he would have given me a higher grade. And afterwards, he had a talk with me privately in the cafeteria. He came in and sat down. He says, you should have your own newspaper little area and write these different stories. You really need to get into writing. And I never did. I never did. I even wrote a paper called it Death Size because I was I went to college for medical science. And during my internship, I had to assist during an autopsy, and the person, the man that I was, his eyes were open, and here he's sawing at something, and his body was moving, and I kept looking at his eyes, and his eyes lids were blinking. So I wrote a paper on it in his class. He said, "Please, no more papers like that." He said, "You grossed me out." Because had to be a descriptive, yeah, it had to be a descriptive writing. And the only thing I could think of was to describe what that autopsy was like. I ended up getting an A plus on that paper too. But he says, I never know what to expect from you. Why in the world would you, if you had to write a paper, why would you write a paper about something you know everyone else is going to write? You got to go and be, off the wall. Go crazy with it, you know? You write a paper, you go crazy. You get their attention right from the get-go. So I called it Death's Eyes. But I ended up daring myself, at the end of the paper was I finally dared myself to take two fingers and close his eyes. I didn't like the idea that here I'm assisting, ripping open his body and his head to work on his brain. And yeah, let's not go into that. That's gross. I don't want to dream about autopsies tonight when I go to bed. That sounds like the brown rice story. Yeah. Baby will be here Monday. Baby's here right now. Baby's laying right here under my shirt. I went to the bathroom and came and you were staring at deceased guy. Yeah, he died of sclerosis of the liver, and it was it was caused by alcoholism, and his lungs were awful. He was also a smoker, and if you could see what your lungs look like after smoking for years, oh my God, it's awful. My baby. Oh, your baby. Oh, your baby will be here on Monday. Oh, why is it taking so long? Is it like in transport or something? Um, I assisted in the OR for about 5 years, and I saw too much stuff. I didn't like it. I saw too much death. Though there was one child, mother was pregnant, had a full term. They knew the child only had two chambers in its heart, and they had a plan in one OR room. They would do a C-section, take the baby, and quickly move the baby into the open heart room right next door, and um, try to work on the heart, put her on bypass, and then work on her heart and try to do four chambers. Didn't work. Before they could even get her onto the bypass, the baby died. But the baby was beautiful, cried, was normal, was breathing. And within 10, 15 minutes, she just turned gray and died. And I've had dreams of that so much. We have to drive to Idaho to get her. Oh, yeah, that was hard. There was quite a few cases that was hard. There was this little girl that was like 4 or 5. She used to come down to the OR a lot. And what was sad about that is um, it was a dispute custody dispute where that little girl would either go to dad or mommy. So what he chose to do instead, when mommy was to get custody of the child, he actually poured gasoline over her and lit her on fire. So she was in the hospital for months, and she was coming down to the OR to get skin grafts done. Saddest thing. She had burns on 80% of her body. Yeah, that was one. That was a sad case for me to deal with. I know, right? Evil, pure evilness. You know, well, if I can't have her, you can't either, type of thing. Who? I don't know. I know when she was in the hospital, I know he was in jail, but I don't know what he ever got. I never really followed the case. I don't think so. Doubt it because he was in jail when she was in the surgery. I just don't recall whatever happened to him. I didn't really follow that. Whenever I worked in a place, I try not to follow. Yeah, I bet. I bet. Yeah, that was probably a bad one for me. That one, the one where the guy lost his penis, and that OR case with the baby, the newborn baby. Yeah, that's sad too. I've sat with a few dying patients before. Just sat with someone just to sit with their mother, grandmother, and those kind of cases are sad. Well, it did, and thank you, one girl. That was special. There are worse things than death. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, and they were nice gifts too. You did good picking them out. Little puppy dog, and I love gnomes. I make a lot of crochet gnomes. These look like they might be smaller, but I found it a blessing to see them off. Yeah, on a brighter note, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Won't you be mine? Well, I'm happy for you, Michelle, that you get to get your baby. I lost my SIL 3 weeks ago and sat with her for a couple of weeks beforehand. It's not an easy thing and appreciate and care providers. Yeah. I recently sat with my uncle while he passed. It was sad, yet beautiful. He died in the house he helped build and raise his family in. Puff the magic dragon lives by the sea and frolics in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. I worked in a nursing home for 5 years. The hardest thing I had to deal with was losing the elderlies. I would think of them as my grandmas and grandpas. Yeah. Yeah. I've sat with family members when they passed too. My husband is very excited. First time we get a dog since 2019 when our 17-year-old poodle died. Aw, he was very close to our poodle, Bernie. Yeah, we had a rat terrier. She died when she was 13 years. She had cancer. But yeah, a couple of days after that, my husband had a stroke. He took Missy's death very, very hard. What do you get when you cross Mr. Rogers and Puff the Magic Dragon? Uh, oh, I can't wait for that answer, Jen. I miss my parents, but I knew they were finally free. Yeah. Why we need Puff and kindness. Patty, that's why we need Puff and kindness. Have you been with anyone who saw angels or heaven that you know of? Well, Puff Rogers. My grandmother, when I sat with my grandmother, um, I lived right down the street from the hospital that she was in. I heard she would be lucky if she made it through the night. So I decided I'd go up. When I got up there, she was in a room all alone. And I sat down in a chair next to her and I held onto her hand. She was out of it. She didn't know that I was there. Some people walking by the house. And when she passed over, she had this great big smile on her face. And I thought, yeah, she saw something. She saw something beautiful. I'll never forget that big smile. And that was, well, actually, she had just taken her last breath when she smiled. So that told me that she finally went somewhere that made her happy. Oh, something's going on. My son's best friend watched his brother die in a car accident after being in a coma for 3 weeks. Oh, my dad was the angels. I know um, my husband's mother, when she was on her deathbed, she saw beings like ghosts, but she didn't know what they were. So I don't know what they were. I don't know. I couldn't tell you if they were, angels or not. But I believe my grandmother, when I sat with her and she took her last breath, she saw something. I am getting a call from the vet, so I have to leave. Good night, Grandma. Can I call you Gran? Yeah, of course you can. Call me anything you want. Well, it's past my bedtime, so I need to say good night to you night owls. I enjoy the company. Thank you, Sin, for being here. You gotta stop talking about angels. I'm starting to cry. Um, that's great, your grandmother. Good night, Michelle. Have a good night. Good night, Gran. Good night, Michelle. Sweet dreams. My grandma saw monkeys and giggled like a child. Aw. What? 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 Hearing all kinds of walking outside my door. I wonder why she saw monkeys. Any plans for tomorrow, Grandma? Well, tomorrow I'm going to go walking. Again, I'll probably just do a short walk while I'm fighting this cold. Brandy, my daughter's coming over. She does house cleaning. She does what we call a reset. She does things that I can't do, like my floors and stuff like that. She'll wash them and just does a good cleaning. And then I got that interview at 6:30. And then I'll be back for the live. We got this live every night, whether I'm sick or not. If I had a migraine or something, I wouldn't be on. But if I'm just going to feel like this, why not be here? She has to go rub all the fire hydrants. Yeah, I'm on Cindy's channel tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Yes, you're a good girl. Mama loves you. Yeah, I do. Yes. Whose channel? Cindy. Cindy. Ah, I forget her name. Yeah, Demenci. Is that I can't say her name. Yeah, there's her channel right there. That's where I'll be at 6:30 tomorrow. Yeah. Ah, I love you. I do. I love you so much. I love you so much. Yes, I love you so much. Okay, good night, Janice. Demenci. Good night, Janice. Hope to see you soon. You're a good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl. Yeah, I'm surprised you're not sleeping though. Right now it's time for me to take off this shirt because I'm sweating. I read Dumen Chat, Jen. Demenche. Demenche. I think she was trying to say Cindy's last name. You gonna go in there? All right. Sweet dreams, darling. Sweet dreams. I love you. So now what are we going to talk about? We talked about Mr. Rogers, Puff the Magic Dragon. In the last 2 weeks, I have put on a lot of muscle mass after losing 60 pounds over a few months. Anybody else experience this? Oh, thank you. Too big, so I wear a shirt over it, but I'm hot. Yeah, I'm in my jammies. Um, I used to be a pretty big guy. I used to be a pretty big guy. No, I don't want to be a muscle bound person. I just want to be able to move. I'm never going to run no marathon, so I don't have to be. I just want to be able to move and have some. I want to be able to drive and get around. So if I could just lose 100 pounds, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Then I'd be like right around 200 pounds. I don't have to be no model. Yep, I believe I can, and I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'd like purple too. Yes, I can, Granny. Yes, I can, and I will. We are talking about Lord. I don't know what we're talking about. The aliens are being stolen by spaceships. Don't feel bad. I'm in my 40s and I still don't have my license. I have my license, that I have, but I can't drive because of my big big apron. Like I have this massive, this side isn't too bad. This side is bigger. Um, my belly itself probably weighs about 100 pounds. So it's hard for me to lift up my right foot to do the gas pedal. And it's hard for me because you also got to remember I have that big mass that I call it the third ball because this is one ball, and then I have the third one between my legs. It's hard to pick up my foot and bring it over to the brake. You know, that whole movement, uplifting and moving it over is hard when you've got all this fat laying on your legs and keeping you from being able to move your legs to be able to do the. So I'm just waiting. I want to drive though. Second row of 171 front post double treble crochet. Ugh. I want to lose 100 too. We'll put me about 175. Yeah, I'm at 209, I think. 209, 208, somewhere right around there. 308, not 2, 3. And if I could just get to 200, I'd be I mean, I'll probably still continue on, I hope. You know, I got that hope. I plan on it. You know, but instead of carnivore, I'll probably by then have slid into keto because I do miss my salads. But I'm doing this to get healthy, to heal. Yeah, and we can do it. That's right. We can do it. It's just one day at a time. And a lot of people say you don't have to walk, you don't have to do any exercise at all when you're on the carnivore diet. And I just want to be able to move. You know, I want to have that endurance and that strength back to move. So I'm moving along with mine, even though I know I don't have to. My whole thing is I don't want to be bedridden or stuck in a chair. I want to I want to be able to move. Since my heart attack, I have been afraid to go for a walk alone. I was on my morning walk away from home with no phone when it had started. Oh, geez. Yeah. Well, at least while I'm videotaping mine, I got my phone. I'm thinking that's why I'm fatigued, kind of like you are, Grandma. My muscles just need time to repair. Yeah. I noticed I walked a little bit better this morning than I had the prior days. So I think I am getting better. I have a friend walking on a phone with me now. We share locations, so if something happens, we can help each other help each other. That's a good idea right there. I just tell my husband, but I don't know. He's forgetful nowadays. He hours would go by and he wouldn't even miss me. I could be on the street dead, and he probably wouldn't notice I was gone. I'm glad you survived it, though, Granny. Uh, yeah. Um, yes, I can't fast. I'm really bad under eater. Some days only 300. Wow, that's a lot. That's not very much, Pania. John, Gulf Coast. They also have a panic button that you hold down that sends out a signal if you release the button. So somebody knocks you down, robs you. It elects the police. Do you not enjoy food? I love food. I'm trying to develop a mindset of eating when I'm hungry, but eating to nourish my body and not eating out of pleasure. I'm trying to get out of that mindset because when I eat for pleasure, I can overeat, and I don't want to overeat. Yes, we do. Yeah. Because, and and pleasure, it's not so much taste. Sometimes it could just be because you're having fun, you're having a family reunion, you got a family gathering, and humans love to gather and eat. Thanksgiving, Christmas, all these other holidays where you sat down and eat. uh, 4th of July, you have barbecues, picnics. You go to the lake, you have family gatherings, everyone brings something. Hams on Easter. We gather, we eat, and we have pleasure. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too. Nourish my body. And, you know, and when my family comes over, even though they're eating and they did takeout and everything, just enjoy them. Oh, not nice getting Lyme disease. I've never had it, so I'm glad at that. Never had it. Yeah, I got my Emma, Brandy, Jenny. Ah, thank goodness you were okay. I mean, you was able to do that, Granny. I was walking home really fast and remember thinking to myself, I'm having a freaking heart attack. Should I be walking this fast? Oh, that would freak me out. Since losing weight this time, I've developed wrinkles on my face and neck. Yeah, I'm that was one of the things that was holding me back too, Patty, was, you're gonna start having wrinkles on your face, you're gonna have, the long, the sagging of the arms, but you know, my whole thing is I hope I don't regret losing all this weight and having all the saggy skin, but at the same token, I want to be able to move. I want to be able to sit in a car and be able to drive. I don't want to be, this is going to sound horrible, but I don't want to always be the biggest or the fattest or the most obese person in the room. I don't want to be the one that can't buy clothes at Walmart because I'm too big. I want to be able to go to Walmart and pick out some clothes for myself like everybody else. Yeah, it's a very, what I've seen, it's very painful recovery and lots of money. A lot of insurances don't pay for it. Some do, but not all. Honors of living, yeah. I'm starting to get gray hairs. I don't notice it when I'm in the house, my gray hairs, but it even when I'm outside, I don't see the gray hairs, but man, does the video camera pick up on my gray hairs. Crazy. It's like I got a head full of gray hairs. And it's like I'm not going to dye my hair. If I have wrinkles, I'm not going to have no surgery. My boobs, hang down past my belly. It is what it is. I'm not getting a boob job either. I'm not going to get, most likely, not going to get. The only thing I would possibly fix, and that's if for some reason I couldn't pee or something, because my skin flap was blocked it or something. You can't see, I can see them. Oh, good. Well, that's good to know. But, oh, the pain though. Ugh. Well, you know what? I had surgery years and years ago. They removed a softball size growth, and they did surgery like they would a C-section. It was one of those. Yeah, yeah. I don't care. I would just want some of that removed. I don't need no tummy tuck and have a waist. Just make it so I can pee. Uh, we'll see what happens when the time comes. Aw, thank you, Pania. Pania. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I've known nobody with Lyme's disease except for now. I think it's Pania. Is it Pania? That's awful. Paralyzed for 7 years. Oh, yeah. I just figured I'd wait and see what happens. I remember though when I lost 120 pounds last year, I would get these like folds in my upper thigh, and those folds from losing weight in my thighs, um, the folds would get all sore. It would get like red, like almost like a red rug burn. And it would be like, oh my God, that's painful. Yeah, I thought so too when I was looking at it. It's like this part right here seems smaller to me. I think I'm get this here I think is going away. And it looked like this side. This side of my face was bigger than the other side and now it's like even that's going down. It's not as puffy. So yeah, I have noticed that too. Chafing cream, yeah. I'm gonna try to be prepared this time. Yeah, I noticed it in the video today when I was editing. I was like, wow, my face looks different. And that's like overnight looks different. Don't we lose weight in our face and shoulders first? That would explain why all my clothes are falling off my shoulders. Yeah, I heard that you lose it first in your face. Yeah, when I look at my first video, this is why it's so important, guys, to take pictures. In my case, it's I took some pictures at the beginning of me, but why I'm doing this journey is because I can see my progress. When I look at video one of walking, I couldn't even make it halfway down the driveway. And I had to stop and then turn around and go back up and had to stop. And my face looked like very swollen and puffy. And I mean, it still looks puffy, but I try to look at that first video like every few days to, just to remind me. Yeah, yours too, Pania. You're losing some in your face. Yeah, me too. I think we all do because that's where we feel our problem is. I mean, geez, I can lift mine up for crying out loud. It's heavy. I wish I'd lose it. Yeah, but I don't want to lose it to where they just are empty balloons, and they just sag. I want to lose the whole sag too. So, how many in the channel are here for carnivore, keto? I have a Chinese crested pom pom dog named Bandit who has a cage he's used to sleep in. Well, he doesn't now. Well, I also have a lilac point sesame kitten named Tiger. He now sleeps in the cage. Must feel safer in the cage. How long did it take you, John, to get to that, to lose that much? It's I am 4 pounds shy of losing 100 pounds. Nice. Way to go. And my doctor asked me what I was going to do to celebrate. I said, I'm not celebrating. Tom, under 200. Dr. Berry says to eat the collagen in the meat so the skin will naturally shrink on its own. He suggests chewing on the gristle. Yeah, I eat the gristle. Dr. Berry has a bit. I'm going to have to look. I like Dr. Berry. I was just watching a few of his videos on gout. I fast every day, but I don't do long term. I just eat within a window, but I don't fast long term. I don't feel that there's anything wrong with it. It's just I don't. Congrats to all the losing weight. Flawed beauty. Today I tried to eat my breakfast early and did not have an appetite, so I ended up being my lunch. I tried OMAD for a few days to break my stall, but I didn't like doing it. Can you hear them kids? They're in the bathroom giggling. Yeah, I used to do one OMAD, one meal a day. Until Ron wakes up and says, "Be quiet, I'm trying to sleep." The best way to break a stall is to eat high calories for about a week, then lower calories back to normal. But on carnivore, it's likely your body is healing, which is why you're stalled. You finally have travel plans? What where are you traveling to? There's lots of ways to break stalls. Lots of many ways. Average the 3/4 a pound. Oh, to the fuel in Wyoming. Oh, so sorry. So sorry. In 2009, I fasted 46. I've only done 36 hours. That's as far as I could go with it. 46 days. They say when you go that long, it's really healthy for you. A lot of things you can overcome. I was just watching this doctor that specializes in people that fast, and somewhere I didn't catch what part of the world he's from, but he has a clinic that people go to for long fastings. And love you too, but hey, don't make too much noise. Ron's trying to sleep. But I love you. So I was gonna ask her why she's home early from work. I forgot what I was talking about. Darn. Oh, I was watching this show the other night on YouTube on fasting. He's got quite a few people that have been fasting, and some fasting people that have had like heart attacks and stuff, or have heart problems and high blood pressure and stuff. They actually get healed. They do a fasting for like X amount of days. They decide during the interview and um, physical aspect of just before going in. They decide on what one's best for you. They got it down to a scientific, 1 week for this, 2 weeks for that, XYZ. But over time, you get better and better and better and better and better till those illnesses are non existent, they're finding just from doing extended fasting, which I thought was very, wow, cool. But they said if you do like a 3 week fast, then you need a week and a half to slowly eat back to normal. You should not do it because you'll ruin everything that you've done if you just come out of it as eating regularly. You have to do a certain pace doing your feeding back up. Never intended to do a 20-day fast. It just happened. I was on a 36-hour fast and I felt good. So I said, well, I'll go to 72. And then I said, well, what's this far? What's another week? I honestly could never do it. That's a trigger for my migraines. Yeah, some people can't do it. It's not for everybody. But every day I do like an 18-hour. Think you get your new hooks tomorrow? I struggle with doing OMAD, but have no problem doing 2 or 3 weeks. So I wonder if it's magnesium that's low then when you get Charlie horses. Because that isn't that your muscle bone health is your magnesium. Might have enough magnesium, but in reality we need a lot more. I take mine's both. Mine is magnesium glycinate and oxidized blend. It's for bone and muscle health. Yeah, I take potassium too. Now I have to have something to. I have to take mine with food or else I get sick. If I don't take those without something in my belly, I get sick. Boy, you in cords, huh? Yeah. A lot of people take magnesium citrate, which is used to loosen stools because it's not bioavailable. Functions by extracting water from the intestines, and none is absorbed by the intestines. Does anyone notice they poop less on carnivore? I asked, do you notice that you poop a lot less on carnivore or, well, ketovore, carnivore? Do you poop less? Stab, wrap, and drag. That is knitting. I have a coworker that was on medications that made it so she couldn't take potassium or magnesium, and I told her they are essential electrolytes, and no wonder she feels like crap all the time. Yeah. Yeah, it is what most carry. Matter of fact, I probably have some here. Oh, this one don't say. Nope, it doesn't say. It just says magnesium. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. See you then, Jen. Thank you for coming by. It was a pleasure to have you here. Yes. Yes, Jen. Okay, see you later. It's good having you here, Jen. Everyone left their DNA. Essentially, electrolytes are doing is creating a battery like battery acid in your body to produce electricity. I did not know that. That's why they called electrolytes. Can't have mine. I'm already considered of alien kind. Uh, it's a good comeback on that, Pania. Good comeback. Yeah, I like that. Some nights that, there's not really much to talk about, but then people ask a question. It gets everyone, talking and sharing information and talking about importance. And we all get to learn from that, and that's why I wish more of the carnivore people would do these ongoing lives like this. Because I don't know about you guys, but I learn a lot from you guys. But I think that's why you're growing as fast as you are. Ah, yeah, probably. That's why they're hanging out. I'm teaching them how to learn what not to do on fire hydrants, like sit on them. Electrolytes are used everywhere. Oh, excuse me. I've learned a lot this evening. I never thought of my under eating as a form of fasting. Well, it's good to have fun too, Nikki. Have a couple of good laughs and yes, it is good for healing. Laughter is great for a lot of things. Definitely good for healing. I miss laughing with others, and I can laugh freely here. Yeah, of course you can. No, I just study it sometimes along with a bunch of other stuff. I'm retired from owning a trucking company. Hello, Lisa. Patty, we are all a fun-loving bunch. Also, I need of laughs. Yeah, I think we all do. We all need good laughs. That's definitely a given. Yeah, I have a cold. I don't know if it's cold. I got a raspy voice and some runny nose stuff going on. I guess you'd say it's a cold. But I don't hurt anywhere. I don't have a headache. I don't feel feverish or I don't have a sore throat or anything. So hopefully it doesn't happen, knock on wood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. A beautiful day in this neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in the beauty wood. A neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I have always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Won't please? Won't you be my neighbor? I found the words to the song. uh, I don't remember no Tully Telly Bubbles, Teletubbies. uh, Pop the magic dragon. Let's find the words to that song. Magic dragon. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea. Then it gets into, oh my God, that's a long song. Holy Toledo. Yeah. I watched Captain Kangaroo. I did too. We are too old for the Teletubbies. Probably, because I don't know them. I'll be your neighbor. I'll be your friend. I'll even cook for you, although you may not eat it. You'll be my neighbor, Patty. Yay. I do not know how old you are, but I'm 54 and remember the Teletubbies. Um, her CDs go on sale next week. You know what I'll be watching tomorrow with lunch? Yeah, I do. I have a cold. I promise I won't give it to anybody. if you if your computer gets a virus, I'm sorry. Uh, I can't sing. I think it's funny that people sing. No, I can't sing. Now I'm going to be humming that song for days. Live streaming on the channel soon. uh, how did that song go to? How did that song go? I can't remember it. All right. Good night, Feral Grandma. Thank you for being here. Safe travels. Oh. I was wondering a few minutes ago why I didn't get more done today. I have been on with you all four videos today. That's great, funny. I'm fine with it. You're hanging out with me that much, Mason. I'm glad. Uh, I didn't get much done today either. By some comment and vomit today. Uh, I watch every video. It's love, friends. It's love. It's love. All right, here's trivia for you. 12 beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Yep, that's the Big Mac. Hi, Barbara. Yeah, years and years ago when I was a kid. Yeah, but they've changed. They used to be good, but now it's like, where's the beef? I remember when the Big Macs they were my best favorite sandwich. And there used to be a time back when I was probably like 17. If you went into McDonald's and said 12 beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on sesame seed bun, you got a free Big Mac. And they've ruined it. I had one like after not having one for like 20 years. I went and had one, and it was the worst sandwich I've ever had in my mouth. The Yeah, Whoppers are far better now. Um, Wendy's used to have a commercial. Where's the beef? Well, you can say that definitely about McDonald's now. It's awful. It's the beef is super thin. It's horrible. It used to be where the beef used to actually come out around the edge of the patty, the the bread, the bun. It doesn't. It's lost. You have a hard time finding it. It's all bread now. So I wrote a letter to McDonald's telling them, I'm never going to buy McDonald's ever again. I just can't do it. You've ruined my sandwich. I used to love Big Macs, and now they suck. And they did respond to it. I can't remember word for word what I said or word for word, but basically the reason they had to downsize to make it healthier, and they had to change their beef. Yeah, yep, they did it due to health reasons. Yeah, no, they got in trouble for not having real beef back in the day. That it was some sort of other stuff, and they switched over to beef and had to make it super thin because they couldn't afford it. So yeah, they had to make it healthier because it wasn't real beef before. I didn't know that. Did they used to have taco salads? I wonder why they wouldn't now. My kitty likes watching you. Me? Yes, that's when I have my Zoom meeting. They had something years and years ago. It was quite a while ago. Taco Bell did. It was like a nice fat taco, but it had fried potatoes and eggs and bacon and stuff in it. It was so good and so fat. I mean, you couldn't eat too many of them. And I have not been able to find that. So everything's just been, yeah, so cute. Yeah. Good night, all. Thanks for great company. Rest well and sweet dreams. You too, Penny. Yeah, sweet dreams. Night night. I paid $7 for a fish sandwich. No tartar sauce, never again. It's a joke. R- Where was that at? What place? Was it Taco Bell or sounds more like McDonald's? What's your favorite foods on the keto diet? Yeah, McDonald's is a joke now. It's really a joke. They've gone downhill so bad. Yeah, but the cheese, they, because I used to love their sandwiches too. I loved them. I used to always get like two of them with cheese, and the cheese is like just a little strip, just a little strip. I was like, what the heck? You can't even give me a full to, to cover my fish. You just got to put this little strip down the middle of it. I was shocked by that one time. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I love fish and cheese. I love cheese with everything. Arby's is good. Yeah, I hadn't been to Arby's for a long time, and then about 2, 3 months ago, my husband and I we did the drive-through, and I got one of their burgers, and it was one of the best burgers I've ever had. And I was like, "Holy crap! Why haven't we come here before? I mean, we haven't been there for a long time. Why haven't we been going here?" Good night, Lisa. Thank you for coming by. Thank you so much. I like Wendy's too, but I think they've changed. They've changed since, I was like 20. They've changed. They're not the same. I think the one that's done the least amount of changing is probably Burger King. Yeah. No, McDonald's only cares about them having millions of dollars. They can't tell me they're not, with the prices they're paying or charges, they're definitely making a ton of money. I hate double travels, and I have, oh, double travels, and I have 342 more to do. Oh, wait a minute. You got 300 and something rows left to do? Oh my God. Then I get to start the short rows, which, or even more double trebles, but I have to measure each count. Oh, jeez. Thank you. Thank you. Excuse me. Uh, Now remember, I can't let you stay on too late tonight. Brandy will have my ass. She always asks me the next day, "So how long did you stay up for?" And when I say, "Oh, I stayed up till about 5 in the morning," oh man, she gets so mad at me. Mom, you need to stop doing that. Yeah, but she doesn't understand. I've been staying up all night for like 30 years. Every job I had, whether it was the OR or at the jail, I worked overnights. I did the late shift. If you're going in to apply for a job and you say, "No, I can only do the day shift," most likely you're not going to get a job. If you say, "Oh, I can work any shift," you're going to get a job. At least that's how I've always seen it. Yeah, mine's never going to be. If they did, John, you wouldn't be able to see it. It would be the size of a quarter. Don't wish that. Yeah, she is. Or was. A family deli here in San Antonio called Mr. Zito's is so good. All of their sandwiches. Oh, I love a good sandwich. Yeah, I am really a sandwich person. I love a good sandwich. Ooh, haven't had one of those in a while. Talking of food, I'm gonna have me a stick. Baklava dessert. Might be. Chomp. Yeah. I was fine until the Philly cheesecake. The cracker I would replace with a pork rind. Oh, I used to love Reuben's. Oh, it is. Do you remember Orange Julius? Hmm. I don't remember that place. I think you've been working on that sweater since I've known you. No? Mm. My favorite would be between three, well, 3 or 4 weight. Fingering. All this talk about food, I'm going to grab me a few cans of sardines. I know, that's why I finally end up just grabbing my meat stick. It's like, all right, time to actually eat something here. Not that I was hungry. Sardines with hot chilies. Woo. Once I got on the fine weight, I only use 4-ply or chunky on hats, scarves, and blankets. I love sardines. Yeah, it's a one actually. I think I'm gonna run two strings together and make something with it. Thank you. Nope. I really don't like double trebles. I should have crocheted more on this darned mandala yarn tonight. I don't like him, but I like the sweater, so I guess I deal with him. You don't like who? I don't like him. Who are you talking about? Oh, double troubles. Yeah, no, I don't like him. I have to take Casey to the airport at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't think I'm gonna bother to go to bed. Oh, that's right. She's going away for the weekend. For 6 months. Ugh. Nikki, who's going to take care of you? Yeah, Nikki. The animals. Night, John. Sweet dreams. Honestly, Barbara, I think I'm going to try to hide all week. And my sister's in town, and I don't want to see her. See you, John. Rest well. Ah. Nikki, come over. I'll hide you. See, Nikki? You got someplace to hide. What a day is Chris taking you? What day is Chris taking you shopping? Good night, everyone. I had a great time. Good night, Mason. Good night. Barbara Jane, Chris is my nephew. Ah, okay. So we will plan it on Sunday because I will actually be free. I never know. Okay. Please look me what is this she was doing, but she flipped the whole freaking family. My brother died in 2019, so now it's just Chris, my sister, and me. Oh, I've lost both twin siblings now, and the other three are drama people. I'm the youngest. I'm so over bullshit. Yeah, I hear you there. Oh, I can't crochet no more. My eyes going cross-eyed. Oops. Yeah, and that's really sad when death separates families. Yeah. Oh, wow. I am tired. I'm falling asleep. I'm just I caught myself just a second ago falling asleep, sitting here with my eyes closed. And I was like, oh God. But yeah, I'm exhausted. Yep, I need sleep. And I think I will. I think I will go night night. Catch you all tomorrow. Yeah, I love y'all too. I'm having a blast with you guys. You guys are great. Sweet dreams, everyone. I'm gonna go crash. I'm gonna go crash. So be kind. Love on your pet. If you don't have one, adopt or rescue. Night night. Sweet dreams. 3, 2, 1. I'm pressing the button.